The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Carried by the wide receiver. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second down and 7. Got 17.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 20-yard line.
On Play action. They'll throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They run. It's Kamara. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Corral. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. Unsuccessful. successfully.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Fakes the handoff here. Corral.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup now for the point after.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Lions nothing. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Corral. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Back to throw, Corral.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd and long, Corral.
And he comes back with one complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Corral throwing for it on fourth. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Lions nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Toward the pylon, caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Second down and goal. Corral. And in for the Lions touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make it 24-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. He's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who? What?
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Back to throw now on first down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Corral looking to throw it.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Corral sets up play action.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Corral looking to pass, 2nd down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Corral.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's That's caught left sideline. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw again. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A give to Kamara running right. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
What a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10.
On play action, they'll throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, right, the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
On 2nd down, here's Corral.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Corral.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down, Falcons.
Back to throw again. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 44, Lions 14. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Off play action. Here's Corral.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on second down.
Corral
flushed out right.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's another Lions. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Fakes the handoff here. Corral
rolling to his left. Looking left sideline. It's complete.
17 more
and they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Lions. First down.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Here's Corral on first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's across for a touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Right, 60.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
They find some open field here. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 38-yard line.
75 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to say.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Ready?
First and 10, it's Patterson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.